Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. Okay, first things first, all right? We're going to cover the indices, and then I got a trade idea for you that I'm going to share at the end of the video. All right? But, like I said, first things first, we're going to go over these indices. All right? So, I do want to point out that you have decreasing volume. Now, it is only 2:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We can have a crazy volume spike going into the end of the day, but if you end up having volume that is similar to this day right here, I think we probably, well, either way, I think we have a rug pull incoming. I'm going to be very transparent on that one. All right. I have been buying puts. I made my last buy of puts today. I'm not doing anything else, all right? I'm just going to let it be. I'm not, getting into a scenario like it was over there where I was getting calls, but I do want to remind everyone, all right? I may be early, but I don't think I'm wrong, all right? Just like over here, I may have been early, but I definitely, without a doubt, was not wrong. Did I think it was going to happen all in 1 week? We're going to get up to 440. Not a freaking chance. Not a freaking chance, all right? But it happened. You see where we are. This was what was brewing underneath the surface over there. Now I'm going to point out what's brewing underneath the surface here. A rug pull. All right. I think it's extremely likely. Now, what is a rug pull, guys? All right. How would we see one of these go down? Well, guys, we've had this slow grind for about 3 trading sessions here. I understand you gapped up, but intraday action here, you have gone nowhere for a while now. You've moved up $4. All right. So it's not nowhere, but it's a 1% range where we've been in for a while here. All right, and on the hourly time frame, I'm sure we ping-ponged around here. You could see, boom. All right, at the top, to the bottom, to the top, to the bottom, to the top. All right, so we are at the top of the range, but I am going to point out, guess what? It has been off of decreasing volume. So that is the thing. You had the gap up, all right, with an inverted hammer slash shooting star candlestick, just like you had over here. All right, decent volume. What happened the next day? All right, then you have this very low volume right here that's extremely comparable to over here. All right, this is the lowest volume day you've had all the way since over here, October 11th. Well, October 11th was the beginning of the end. You were going up, you're going up. It was the beginning of the end. All right, you had your pullback. We haven't even gotten this part of this yet. All right, maybe we do end up doing something like that. But I think what's brewing underneath the surface right now is we're probably going to, hang on. I'm just actually going to also remind everybody what we've been talking about recently, all right? If you're not new to the channel, you do know that I was looking for a bullish move up to 440 to 450, all right? I was saying that is what we have brewing. Was I looking for the pullback like this to then go there? Yes. Are we going to go straight there? I have absolutely no idea. What I do know is I expect a lot of sellers to step in right here, 440 to 450. If you have one straight shot, guys, if you get into this golden pocket, I will load up more puts, all right? And I really don't want to get myself into that sitch right there where I'm just all in on calls, except this time puts. I don't want to get in that sitch, all right? I'm already heavier than I planned on being, all right? I'll definitely say that. But I will be forced to buy more puts, all right? The market will be forcing my hand because from here, if you get into this range all in one shot, guys, you better bet your butt you're getting a massive pullback, all right? Not this little feeble pullback that we were talking about going from 430 all the way back to 424, a $6 move there. Now, we're talking about you're probably still going to come down to 424, maybe only 430, all right? And then maybe a double top, maybe it's a slightly higher high, puts in a divergence right here, and then we're looking for a decent-sized sell as well. Now, what happens after that move? That's anybody's guess. We're not going to try and guess on that. We'll just take it as we go. And when that time comes, all right, we'll talk about those scenarios. You're probably going to end up coming right back down here, 424, all the way down to 420. All right, guys. So like, that's really what I'm looking out for, in the, we'll call it the midterm here. But as you guys could see, this thing is not pulling it like you see what I see. All right. It's just a slow grind. Now, to have the rug pull I speak of, I'm looking for you to engulf all of these in one daily candlestick. Whether that happens with a gap down, like you had right here, you had a gap down and it was just too late, all right? Which I think is probably going to start with a gap down. Let's just actually look at something that I think is pretty comparable to what's going on right now. This right here. Now, do I think you come down to a new low? I'm not going to say that, all right? But my target for this move up was 440 to 450, and you're here. So that's what I want to make I want to be very clear on that. you've already hit, like, those are my expectations from buying anywhere down here. I was planning on, you know, loading. You're going for 440 to 450. I guess you're getting it. Does it happen before 11/17? Maybe. All right. Before any end of the year rally? Maybe. All right. If you get up there, look for a decent sized pullback. That's why I say that's your put zone. That's like where, you know, I think it's pretty actually. It's like, I'm not talking about you're just trying to catch the move down from here, a little move. I'm talking that would be a safe place to load up on puts. 440 to 450. If you see it, might as well take action, and then you could hit the button over here in a few more trading sessions right here.
That was easy.
That's what you're going to be saying, because if you do end up going straight there, you're probably going to have a very sick, nasty rug pull. All right. And even without that, I think you're probably still going to have that rug pull. All right. Do you see what has happened? This is an insane move. I've been talking about it. All right. We talked about it before. It blew our expectations away. You've now on QQ had 8 gap ups. I heavily think this is not sustainable, but I will point out you just broke out. Is it going to turn into a big freaking bull trap? I have absolutely no idea. You are right here at resistance. So it's still possible. Maybe you have a complete rug pull today, intraday, and we end up turning this into, you know, a shooting star candlestick or something. But as of right now, you have gapped up and out of your parallel channel here. All right, which is something we have also been discussing for quite some time. This is actually the main reason I was bullish. Even if you came down here, you were going to be just bouncing off of, you know, somewhere down there. All right, over here on SPY. Oh, what is that? The same thing. All right, so they both now got the breakouts. I do think it's probably going to be turning into a bull trap, at least in the short term. And you could see my arrows, all right? You could see what I drew. I didn't think you were going to start pushing up today. I'm going to be transparent on that one. But, you know, we're getting up there, guys. We are getting up there. And I'm not looking for just something like this. Does it happen? And then you shoot back up to the highs? Yeah, all right. It could happen. But, guys, you've had one massive move up here. No pullback. Let's just be completely real. This doesn't happen. All right. Even on this, you had a lot of freaking pullbacks, like a lot. And they were pretty big pullbacks. Like if you played them like I was trying to play, that you're getting paid. All right. Like a lot of these, you had these pullbacks. We have nothing going on here. Let's just I said 8. Let me just prove it to you. Close. Open. All right. Close. Open. Close. All right. You didn't gap up here. I guess I missed that one. Did you? Ever so slight. Ever so slight, guys. All right. Where's the open? The open was right here at 349.23. Where's your close? Oh, 3-cent gap up. I told you. 349.20 was the close. All right. So now we have 1, 2, 3 gap ups. All right. Close. Open. 4 gap ups. Close. Open. 5. Close. Open. 6. Close. Open. 7. Close. Open. 8. We have 8 gap ups. Why the heck is this happening? Well, I know why it's happening. A lot of people are probably getting short, such as myself right here, and they're trying to catch this, all right? But why did this initial move happen? It's because, you know, when your boy Henry was, you know, going, I don't want to call myself a permabull, but when I was going uber bullish on this thing, when people were like, oh, we're going to crash, All right, guess what? They shorted, or they short squeezed all of the people. All right, who were getting short down here, which anywhere under 420. I don't know why people were getting short. I really don't. That's just my opinion. All right. Don't got to flame me for it. Just an opinion. Just like a lot of what I share on this channel. We got my analysis. And, you know, that's where we covered the facts. And then we formulate our opinions off of that said analysis. And there's that. Well, I guess opinions are built into that analysis, but we do cover the facts each and every video. The fact of the matter is you're at resistance here. You're at resistance here. All right. You have declining there. Declining there. All right. Guys, I could pull up a lot of stuff right now with Confluence. We have a hammer right now on VIX. Why are people, you know, the big dogs, buying puts, selling calls here? Why is VIX not down tremendously if you're up 1.1% over here on QQ and 0.3% over here on SPY? Another thing I'll point out, IWM continues to call the rally's bluff. It's also a thing, and I think you're also going to have that low volume day over here on IWM as well. All right. I'm just pointing it out, guys. We have a lot of signs that this rug pull is about to be incoming. And I'll repeat what I said in the beginning of the video, all right? I may be early, but I'm not wrong. All right? I'm not wrong. I could be wrong, all right? But, you know, that's a quote from The Big Short. So, yes, and I'm not doing anything like The Big Short. I just think it's funny. And I do think that's exactly how it's going to go. Just like over here. I may be early, but I'm not wrong. I may be early, but I'm not wrong. It's either going to pull back from here or you go slightly higher and you do that. All right. And if you somehow do that, guys, I really don't want to do it, but I may add, you know, 2 or 3 more, you know, puts, and they're going to be good puts. All right. They're going to be close to the money puts. All right. I want to very clearly see that I'm going to double my money on this move. Anything I buy up here, you're doubling it. Anything you buy up here, you're doubling it. All right. That is the pullback I see. Okay. DIA. Oh, another index at resistance. VIX at the break and retest zone. You see that arrow? I didn't change the arrow. I don't think I drew that. Well, I drew it this morning for the Discord morning brief. There was that. All right. But I actually also need to point this out. This is actually in the morning brief. I didn't think you were going to end up exploding out of this freaking bull flag-like manner. I was saying you're consolidating on ES and NQ in bull flag-like manners. That, you know, you can see that's exactly what ended up happening here. You did break up to the upside, all right? That, you know, there's that. There's the one thing this morning that I just did not like about, you know, being short there. You know, you had that, all right? What else can we look at? Apple, all right? What is this low volume on this massive move here? I don't like it. 3 days of decreasing volume, and I know we do have an hour and 40 minutes left in this trading session, but I don't think much is going to change. I really do not. Just, again, one of them opinions, all right? Tesla. All right. Now, I'm not going to speak anything on Tesla. Tesla isn't actually going to be moving the market. Let's talk about the FANG stocks. Okay. Amazon approaching. You see that yellow arrow? All right. Well, we were up here. I was like, oh, you're looking like you're probably going to come up here. That's why I drew the top end over there. I think you're probably going to come up and hit that resistance. That means QQ is probably going to go a little further here. SPY is going to be dragged along. But guess what? Then you're going to see a pullback all the way down here. Why are the 2 alerts? I have absolutely no idea. I'm going to take that off. Oh, why are there more alerts? Oh, I know why. Because my phone was glitching yesterday. That's what was happening. And it was not letting me put my alerts. So I guess I just kept putting alerts. That is why. We don't even need that alert up anymore. Let's put it right here. All right. You take out this low that validates this as a bull trap. All right. Which, this is what I was saying, guys. The alerts weren't working. I have no idea why. You know why this is happening. It was not letting me put any down on my phone. It wasn't letting me move them. It was pissing me off. All right. Regardless, what is this? Decreasing volume again. Again, that's Amazon. Oh, what do we have? Goog. Decreasing volume on this massive move up. It's just, guys, it's just another one. Oh, Meta. Decreasing volume on this massive move up. Microsoft. Decreasing volume on this massive move up. Guys, I could go on for days here. All right. Not days. So we'll run out of tickers to point this out on. But you see all the mega caps here. The things that are going to be moving the market. Guys, they're running off declining volume into resistance. NVIDIA can break out. I think it's going to be a bull trap. Just putting that out there. All right. But, you know, hey, keep it on your radar. It's right there at the trend line. I think we pointed this out actually in yesterday's video as well. AMD, decreasing volume. Guys, I could go on. I can go on about this. I'm calling for the rug pull. I am early, but I really, really don't think I'll be wrong. MU. Decreasing volume. What is this, guys? It's on every single ticker. TSM, decreasing volume with a slow grind. All right? I don't like it. Like, I do like it, but for puts. So if you're a bull on the market, you don't like it. You don't like to see it. You just don't want to see something like that. All these other tickers, they're really not going to matter. Let's see what's happening on Bitcoin. All right? The bit of corn. Big move up. You're slowly grinding. We have the same exact theme. Decreasing volume. Disclude this. Screw this. All right, buyers were behind this move right here. But ever since here, you've been slowly grinding up. You've had this decreasing volume. All right, guys. So I think I've painted a very clear picture here. Very clear. Look at TLT. We said to be bullish on the pullback. I did think it would probably come down here. I guess you would have had to get bullish pretty early on there. Yeah, why are my alerts doing this? It's pissing me off. Why the heck? I can't use TradingView as fluently as I, could with my alerts. It's okay. It's okay. All right. IWM, I'll conclude the video with this. IWM, calling the bluff, guys. All right. It was the signal yesterday that risk off behavior is now entering the market, just like it was over here. All right. On this big gap update, risk on behavior was entering the market. Well, what happened on that day? I think it was this day. Let's just actually see right here. All right. What day was this? This was November 2nd. All right, so last Thursday. What happened last Thursday? All right, you had this big, fat, nasty cap up. All right, what happened? You know, see what I'm saying? All right, you had a signal. And, well, technically, the signal came off of IWM's gap up because it wasn't participating at all in the rally, as you could see. What is this? What is this? You were basing down here. We pointed that one out, but you weren't participating. That was your signal. All right, so technically, it was right here we got the signal that we were looking for. But rug pull. That was easy. Incoming. I didn't even mean to hit that. But this is going to be easy, I think. I think it's going to be nice money. All right, so I don't want to keep talking your ear off about this. I don't want to come off as a perma bear, just like down here. I didn't want to come off as a perma bull, but I definitely will get my people ready. All right, just like I kept you guys in check over here. All right, your biases, I know you had them because, you know, I started to develop. I started getting scared. I remember at the bottom, you just see so many people scream from the top of their lungs on social media that, you know, crash incoming, or, you know, you state your opinion, and all these people think they're geniuses now because they nailed this. All right, they nailed the first start of it, and they probably didn't take profit, and they think they're geniuses, and then, you know, that's why people went silent. They stopped hating on your boy because that started happening. It's like, oh, the guy actually knew exactly what was right around the corner. So I think we probably do end up pulling back from here. Maybe it comes back down here. Maybe you come up here. Maybe this turns into a bull trap, or you get the breakout, and I think you're probably going to come into 440 to 450. All right. Or you go straight to 440 to 450. So it's going to be something like this. All right. And then I think we still come down here. So I'm looking for 424 on this move down. All right. That is, you know, where I'm looking for. Or if this thing really wants to be super aggressive, then look for 430. 430, 92 gap fill. But I'm just going to say right now, wherever you end this thing, I'm calling it 430 is getting tapped. All right. If not, 424. All right. Now, what is the confluence down at 424? Let me just remind you right over here. You can see at 200 DMA. You're also going to have the 20 DMA. So it would be a back test. All right. So it would be something like that. And then from there, you probably would get a bounce. Does that turn into a dead cat bounce? I have no idea. But that's the bear case from here. After the pullback, don't get super bearish on the pullback, all right? You could get it, but you're going to wait for that lower high, okay? And then you got to, you know, do that. Boom. Now you could safely play downside. Just like over here, I wouldn't be buying calls up here. I think a lot of people are about to get trapped by the rug pull I speak of, all right? Which effectively, guys, what if you get a gap down underneath today's open or today's low? Anybody who bought today is going to sell. They're going to contribute to selling pressure. And then all of a sudden you're taking out these lower, you know, the bottoms right here, the low of those candlesticks. And then it's confirmed to be a trap. And then anybody who bought here is going to be selling on the way down. And you're going to produce the move from here down to our 424 level. All right. So that's really what I'm looking at. What do you also have down there around 424? You're going to have 50% retracement from there to there, which I'm going to remind everyone again, extremely strong move here, $29. You don't have these moves very often. I think we're going to get that pullback. $31 move. Guys, when did we move up without these pullbacks? This whole time, I don't care if you ripped faces. You got pullbacks. You didn't get anything of the sort. You just, you know, 8 gap ups. We just went over it. It's not sustainable. Look for downside. That's all I got to say. All right, guys. With that being said, I will catch you all in the next one. Everybody have a lovely rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and peace.